Hello everybody, welcome. Randy here with Nerds Templar. This is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. It is set number 11. We are officially at that halfway point. A little bit past it even. It's the green division here. Second ones to go. After set 10 for them, we've got King Dedede still undefeated at 10-0. Kazuya is 9-1 right behind him. Bowser 7-2. Me Gunner is 7-3. Piranha Plant is 6-3. Link is 6-4. Wolf is 5-4. And Bayonetta and Mega Man and Bowser Jr. are all 5-5. Those top 7 all by themselves solo places in the division. And then we have that three-way tie at 5-5. Bayonetta number 8. Mega Man Bowser Jr. 9-10. Then we got Chrom and Mewtwo and Corrin at 4-5 right behind them. Followed by Villager and Little Mac at 4-6, rounding out that top 15. Then we got Luigi and Shulk and Lucina at 3-6. Toon Link at 3-7. Diddy at 2-8. And Sheik at 1-8. Still somehow with a chance. Sheik at 1-8. I guess. So what we're going to see today, set 11 for these guys. Little Mac taking on Mewtwo. Bowser Jr.'s up against Lucina. Villagers taking on Luigi. Toon Link's up against Piranha Plant. Bayonetta versus Shulk. Diddy versus Sheik. Link versus Chrom. Me Gunner versus Corrin. And then we got Mega Man taking on Wolf. And Kazuya up against Bowser in a great one there. 9-1 versus 7-2. Number 2 versus number 3. And number 1, Dedede, is on a bye. 10-0. Just gonna chill there for today. So that's what we got. Let's get into it. All right, it's Little Mac and it's Mewtwo to start things off. Mewtwo, OG Green competitor here. 12-8 last season. Right now, just right in the middle, basically at 4-5. Little Mac 4-6 wants this win. What a big win it would be for him. He wouldn't quite pass up Mewtwo. Mewtwo would be, yeah, he would, in fact, actually, yeah. 5-6, Mewtwo would be 4-6. Or will Mewtwo just climb right back up where he was? Oh, the Super Mushroom for Little Mac. And almost an immediate knockout on Mewtwo. What a way to start things off here. This, as always, our 5th best match overall, followed by our 6th best match overall. Top 4 matches at the end. Coming, from 4th to 3rd to 2nd to the very best at the end. That's how we always do it. And Little Mac, yeah, showing his gusto, maybe. Oh, what a counter. Mewtwo comes back and does get the knockout there on the small-sized Little Mac. But 51 on him right now. He's still certainly in range to bring it back. Little Mac punching away, doing everything he can to stop that from happening, stopping any comeback. Mewtwo supersized, needs to block for most of it there. Poison Mushroom afterward moves him back to a regular size. And still slightly struggling. Another Super Mushroom for Little Mac as he tries to, yes, there it is, charging up that uppercut. That one connects. Little Mac, what a match for him right now. Wow. 38 only on his second stock. Another Super Mushroom. Can Mewtwo stave off the onslaught? Throwing energy balls. That one doesn't connect. The second. 67 on Little Mac's second. Mewtwo is big. Is he? I think so. Maybe not. No. He needs to be, though. Poison Mushroom on Little Mac. That works as well. 94 on him. He will be launched out of here. Mewtwo 24, 30, 52 all of a sudden. Ooh. But a Super Mushroom. And right. Oh, wow. Little Mac. What damage he's doing. 98 on Mewtwo now. He's supersized, but it does not seem to matter. He's lucky he got that Poison Mushroom before he went back to normal size. Now he's normal. 104. There's a Super Mushroom for him on his way back up to the stage. 104 to 58. Little Mac maybe just in range for a knockout. But no hits from that. And a Poison Mushroom now on Little Mac. Oh no. Mewtwo. Can he connect with anything? 62%. There it is. Mewtwo barely holding on to a victory in this one. What a match, though. Little Mac, so close. Loses at the end. Honestly, it was his match to win. Mewtwo bringing it back. Does not get upset, although it doesn't look like much of an upset because Mewtwo not faring all that well. 5-5 right now, though. Little Mac 4-7, still okay. Maybe gonna drop out of rank 15 though. Which of course means both that he's farther away from making the playoffs, and you may have to stay here in the green. I think moving on, if you're in the middle, moving on from the green isn't the worst thing to happen. But we'll see. We'll see what division really is the one, at least for now, that a fighter would maybe want to move to instead of move out of. Still kind of hard to say. I feel like this is maybe the hardest division though. A lot of really tough fighters, but there's so many in all the divisions now this season. Right now, Bowser Jr. making a climb for himself. He may be may have right now one of the biggest comebacks in the league at 5-5, coming from 0-4. He's now 5-5 right now. Number 10, tied with number 8 at 5-5. In fact, so that's even crazier. Lucina having some trouble with him right now. Lucina's 3-6. So this is Bowser Jr.'s chance to make another statement. But well, yeah, what a comeback this season he's on. We could see some bigger ones still. Of course, there's some low records out there right now that could still make some crazy rallies this second half of the season. But as it stands right now, it looks like Bowser Jr.'s got the comeback award this season. And we don't have too many fighters to choose from for the most improved from last season, since it was the Season 0 promo and there was actually less than half the fighters last season in it. But we did have some. We do have certain most improved. That is the 2-18 Snake from last season. Now in the blue division, that is doing extremely well at 7-2. Crazy turnaround for him, but he's been doing well all season. Bowser Jr. horrible at the beginning, doing very well for himself now. You don't count those first 4 losses. He's 5-1, and the only loss he has is to Bowser himself. He gets the first knockout here on Lucina, who's kind of been up and down, but more so down. That's why she's 3-6. 126 on Bowser Jr.'s first stock. Did she get it? Supersized mushroom on her. Mustard. 37 on Lucina's second stock as she gets the knockout on Bowser Jr., then pulls a poison mushroom. No bueno. Bowser Jr. doesn't get any hits though, so she's alright. 49, 57 now on her, 10 on Bowser Jr. Do a little damage to bring it back, and there it is. Brought back. Bowser Jr. poison mushroom. That is basically making it even at the moment. But again, no hits. 40 to 88 now. Super Mushroom on Lucina. Can she do anything with it? Yes. Ties it back up before pulling another Poison Mushroom and turning to normal size. 73 to 109. Basically anyone's knockout. Poison Mushroom on Lucina. 105. Oh, and a Super Mushroom for Bowser Jr. Grabs, throws, second stock, gone from Lucina. Bowser Jr. 88 now, 78 until now 88. Was there that entire time, basically. 98 now, 104. Lucina trying to get the second stock from him, tie it back up. I don't know. Need a nice launch here, and the Poison Mushroom for her is not going to do it. Bowser Jr. rolls right over her with that card, though. Luckily back onto the stage. Surprised him there, I guess. 138, that might not... Nope. She went for the head jump, didn't get it. Super Mushroom misses the charged attack. 138 on Bowser Jr. second. There it is. Super Mushroom. Lucina doesn't get it to extend her time. That would have extended it another length there. She used the full first one. She would have got a whole nother supersized. But no. 33 to 71 though. a chance. Nope. Bowser Jr. drills, coming out, drilling Lucina, and down she goes. 3 and 7. I don't know. It's pretty low. Bowser Jr. What a climb he's making, though. This is just insane. 6 and 5 now. Is he gonna get into the top 8 today? It's very possible. We'll have to see what Bayonetta and Mega Man do. All right, a really important one for both of these lower ranked competitors. Got Villager, 4 and 6. He is number 14. He's just missing the playoffs. 13 go. He does not make it. 4 and 5 is needed right now. He's 4 and 6. 3 and 6 Luigi is ranked 16. And he may want to climb a little higher, whether he makes the playoffs or not, maybe just to get into the middle there and get out of the green. Move to the blue. And just maybe he'll have a little more luck there. Doing not as well this season as he did in the red last season before moving here to the green. Just missing playoffs there. Luigi 8 and 12 last season. Doing almost the same. 4 and 6 will be about the same type, percentage wise win to loss ratio. With a win here. And again, it's pretty much tie. It's 3 and 6, 4 and 6, but not much difference here. The bye is basically the only difference. Luigi's, of course, first bye. Super size, no knockout yet. Luigi back to normal. It's poison mushroom now, though. Bunny Hood hops him over that villager rocket, no problem. Tiny villager now, super sized Luigi. Oh, back to normal. Dodging that rocket, nice. Dodging the charged hit from the villager. Wow, this is a pretty good one here. 92 to 123. Villager's favor still, but yeah, both in the red. And there it is, knockout Villager first. I mean, Villager gets the first knockout. 92 on him right now. 97. He had the percent advantage. Give him that stock advantage. Tiny mushroom on him, though. Super mushroom now on Luigi. And he will get the returning knockout. 0-0-2 stock. It almost feels like a top 4 matchup. Just because of the importance for both of these guys. A win gets you up. Basically looking like you can make playoffs. Villager could be into the playoff picture if he wins here. We'll look at that playoff picture at the end of this set if you're interested, how the division's doing. If you want to know about the red, you can check out last set for them. Blue will do the same for them. And then at the end of yellow here, set 11 for the yellow division, we'll look at everybody all together because they'll all be done with 11. They'll all be at least 10 matches in. Everybody in the league, so we'll take a huge look at everything. And what a nice move by Luigi, super size with the suction cup gun, launching Villager out of here for 37 only. Still second stock. Villager on to his last, needs to make an epic comeback here. Luigi was a little higher up in the ranks there at one point. 3 and 3. We're losing 3 in a row here for him. Villager basically used to being down there toward the bottom where he is. Pretty much has been there all season, in fact. Sorry if you hear any crazy noises as snow comes crashing off of the roof right next to me, as it's all melting away. And just like Luigi, his lead is melting away here slowly. 65 on the Villagers last, but down to 1 stock each now. And a chance. Villager dodges twice the poison mushroom and then grabs it. And that could be it. 78 on the Villager. Tiny Villager. Oh, and again with the suction gun. Luigi pulls it off, and he's trying to reclaim some kind of position in this league, in this division again. for himself, even if, yeah, maybe getting into the playoffs, but staying in the middle to get out of here next season, but also get into the playoffs. That's not a bad spot to be for somebody like him. Maybe Villager trying to do the same, of course. Now maybe out of that spot, Luigi may have taken it from him. Very interesting. 4 and 6 Luigi, 4 and 7 Villager. Ruh-roh. But again, Villager kind of used to being down there. Luigi is as well from last season, but he's been doing a little better than that here. And now we've got actually another pretty important one. Toon Link still does have a chance at 3 and 7 here. But he's got to take on the 6 and 3 Piranha Plant. And that is no easy task. Piranha Plant was just on a bye and had a couple wins, but he did lose to Link in set 7. That was the last loss for Piranha there. Only really lost against tough opponents. Piranha Plant, that is. All top 8, put it that way. And a very easy knockout to begin things here for the Piranha Plant. Supersized, and then Poison Mushroom makes him only normal for now. 51 now on Piranha Plant, but much less to begin this second stock of Toon Links. Toon Link from the red, 3 and 17 last season, already has his 3 wins again this season. So hey, there's that. Basically only upward from here for him. I mean, it probably feels kind of good. Same for like the ones from the green who moved to the blue, who are all doing really well for themselves. Even if like Meta Knight, who's like 5 and 5, I believe right now or something. Maybe even if he's 4 and 6, 5 and 6 still. To go from that 3 and 17 last season to that. Not to mention what Snake's done, of course, we already did. Incredible. Toon Link already losing the second stock here, though. 108 on Piranha Plant's first. Toon Link super sized, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. You know, you can pick up some wins against the lower ranked competitors. He's actually had some wins even last season against some high ranked ones, in fact. Those were who he seems to beat more than anybody, to be honest with you. He took out Link. That's one of his wins here this season. And again, tough competitor. Little Mac was one of the other ones in Bowser Jr., who also has proven himself to be really tough at this point. But Piranha Plant is just going to come in here and get a quick flawless on him. 120 taken, no stock lost. Piranha Plant moving up to 7 and 3. Nice and easy. That's his halfway point. Toon Link was already there. 3 and 7, 3 and 8 now. Might be done, but in this division, who knows? We'll have to just see. Just have to see, right? Yeah, again, I believe it'll be interesting once everyone's done with 11 to put them all side by side and see again what record gets you in for every division. Who's behind there? How close the rest are. Sorry, I'm gonna have to probably mute that one out. That was really loud. Sounded like an entire avalanche off the top of my roof there. Sydney dog behind me is freaking out probably. Nope, she's just relaxing. She's used to it by now. Oh, Bayonetta with what a move, the heel off the side of the stage. That was incredible. Shulk down 1 stock already, but that was just a great play by Bayonetta. Not really Shulk's fault. Just, yeah, A+. as a certain sports announcer was one to say for a few games until someone probably told him he was saying it too much. I don't think I heard him say it ever after I heard him a few times. It's pretty funny. I'm sure I have my quirks as well. If I do, let me know. Doesn't mean I'll get rid of them. Bayonetta, Tiny Mushroom, 103%. Shulk could bring this back here. He just needs to get a nice clean hit. Nope, not happening. 2 stock each right now. I mean, regular size, 2 to 3. 37 on Shulk. Whoa, flurry of blows takes him to 42. He might have blocked a few of those from the poison Bayonetta. 109 now. He does need to take advantage of one of these mushrooms he's getting, or just, you know, do it the regular way, get the knockout. Speaking of doing it the regular way, we will be probably not 2 seasons from now. Every season we're swapping between a crazy kind of season and then a less crazy season. This is the less crazy one, just mushrooms on, you know, of all the relative to what we could do in this game, crazy wise. Next season is going to be crazy. The one after that is going to be more like this again, but it's going to be even less crazy than this one, I think. And then maybe the one after that, the less crazy one after that, maybe we'll do more like straight up nothing except maybe not Final Destiny. Maybe we'll do Final Destination. Who knows? No items. Final Destination 3 stock. It could be season. What would that be? This is 1. That'd be season 5. I want to get a few seasons in before we do that, so we can get the divisions kind of, you know, rolling before we have that one. If you know what I'm saying. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Always let me know at the end of the videos. We have the upcoming matchups. We also have them in the description, so you can check them out and let me know who you think is going to win those upcoming matchups. I'm always super excited to know. I want to do some kind of stream points, some channel points to give y'all for doing that and for getting them right, especially. But yeah, we need some people to do it. Bayonetta supersized right now, got another knockout on Shulk, but he can again bring it back to even if he gets the knockout here. He didn't even mention 5-5 Bayonetta and the 3-6 Shulk, who just knocked her out. 3-6 Shulk, who really needs this victory, just like Luigi. There's a few of them down there. Lucina again was there. She lost. Luigi won. What will he do at 3-6? And again, 3-6, 3-7, both still in it in this division for sure. Crazy. 4-6 though, you're like looking at playoffs at that point, my friend, which is what he's trying to do. Bayonetta going down to 5-6 would be insane, because if you recall, she was at the top of the division 3-0, and then she went to 3-1, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3, 5-3, 5-4, and now 5-5. So she 3-0, and then it was down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. She needs to start going up again, and she has a chance, but lost her advantage. Just gained it again with the super mushroom. Shulk blocking as best he can, and he does so. But whoa, is he going a little hard there against Super Bayonetta? No, 124 on her. What a chain of attacks by him. He needs to just finish it. There it is. Incredible. Brings up smash, and there it is. Does get the smash. I cannot believe it. What a comeback, basically, there a bit by Shulk. A rally there at the end. I mean, it was close, obviously, the whole time, but he rallied at the end to get that victory, pull it off, and move to 4-6, 5-6 for Bayonetta. That is crazy. That is how close this division is in the middle. The top of the division, they're doing real well, 10-0, 9-1, 7-2, 7-3 even. But the 6s, the 5s especially, the 5s and the 4s, there's so many of them, and that was them here. 5-6 now, 4-6, crazy. Sorry, that was crazy that was our match number 5. That's how meaningful all of these matches still are. This one is a lot less. These are actually the bottom 2. So actually a win from Diddy here. Actually, they're both at 8 losses because of the bye difference. So I suppose a win by either of them could keep them in this. I think 9 losses. You might not be able to come back from that. Not so early. It is still possible. And if it's possible in any division, might even be this one. And that might be due to the fact that there's so many high records that have pulled away from the rest. That leaves the middle and the bottom all very close. And now Diddy taking a beating. Diddy 5-37. Again, continuing to pour it on. Not good. Not good. You have the 2 wins, Diddy does. Already. Yeah, again, the only difference being the bye, basically. And the win during the bye. Or in lieu of, or whatever. have to be that, again, Sheik picks up a win during the bye, or a win here, and would, in fact, pass Diddy up just from that. It's looking pretty good. 44 on Sheik. But of course, always then depends what does happen then when Sheik plays and Diddy has his bye. Sheik could lose there, go back to the same record. That's why, again, you never know. You never know how safe you are if you have yet to go on your bye, or maybe even if you're contending with somebody who has yet to go on their, or has yet to go on their bye, or has gone their bye. You know, that's why all these records are so crazy up there at the top, all half a game behind each other. Of course, that'll all work out in the end, as everybody has one bye. Everyone will end up with 20 matches. So we move into 2 divisional playoff rounds, followed by 3, I believe, 16 to 8 to 4. Now a bunch, 16 to 8, and then 4, and then 2. So we're at 4 from each division, moving on to the league playoffs. To the same playoffs is just you going through 2 division rounds before you get to the mixture of all. There's 4 left in each, 16 total, 8 matchups. Supersized Sheik, again, looking very good here. Not looking like there's going to be much issue. Interestingly enough, because these 2 actually did fight last season twice in the red division. Coming from there, if you're curious, because yeah, Sheik won the first time, and Diddy won the second time, because they're both not very good. So kind of just sort of up in the air. The Pokeballs making a big difference. Sheik making a great play there, though. I don't know. She's looking great in this one. Diddy gets that first knockout on Sheik only because she was poisoned. A lot of percent too, obviously. But an entire stock advantage for Sheik should be okay. We've seen a comeback this big, though, probably a couple times at this point this season. So it is possible. Sometimes helps if you have a size advantage to make that comeback, though. But you can gain a size advantage through mushrooms. Not here for Diddy, though. Sheik getting the super mushroom. Not much doing with it. Diddy still a chance here. Oh, a super mushroom for him. Wait just a moment. 31 on his last, 71 on Sheik's second, and Diddy just tossed her right out of here. 35 on him, 47 now after that attack. Nice. Sheik attempting not to lose this one here. It could be close. That's a super mushroom. Diddy's got it. He's still getting attacked, though. 63, 3 on Sheik now. Barely nothing. Oh, and that's all it took. Never mind. Sheik, is that a super mushroom on her? Launching Diddy. And again, solidifying the victory for herself. And maybe she, now in the same position Diddy was just in, 2 and 8. Maybe she has a chance more than Diddy at 2 and 9. But really, I don't know. They would actually have to win other matches other than ones against each other. So, yeah. All right, here it is. Top 4 matchups. Link, 6 and 4. Chrom, 4 and 5. Trying to get back to that 500 spot. Link trying to remain in the top 8. Perhaps remain in this division. I don't know if that's something, again, that you want or not, but he's doing... It's looking like he's doing as well as he did in the red, but remember what happened in the red at the end. He was at the very top. Basically, at least half the season until dropping to the middle point, going 11 and 9. Yeah, because I think he may have been like 9 and 1. So pretty crazy for him there. Ending up then going to the playoffs, beating Zelda there, and then losing to somebody. Losing to Pokemon Trainer, but, you know, he did make the playoffs, though he had to leave because Yoshi beat him in the head-to-head. 11-9, the both of them. Yoshi stayed in the red. Link moved on. I don't know. Yoshi probably, I don't know, probably liking staying in the red more the way things are looking right now, but they're both actually doing quite well for themselves. Regardless. So right now, 6-4, Link. Yoshi was also 6-4 after 10. So there you have it. Yoshi actually had his bye this set. So nothing changed for him. He's still 6-4. Again, Yoshi's still in the red, not here. Link gets the first knockout on Chrom here. Oh, Chrom almost returns it on the poisoned Link, but not quite 100% on Link right now. Supersized Chrom retains the size advantage. Not anymore. Little sneak peek, I guess, sort of a little spoiler, I guess, for next Shorts AI Knockout League Shorts season. Going to be adding more fighters in again. Not all of them, of course, because that'd be crazy. But we are going to add more, and to round out the divisions, we need to add 2 in that we wouldn't have normally. Chrom's going to be one of those. I'm sorry, not Chrom, but Roy is going to be one of those. Slightly like Chrom, but not really. Going to have Roy, and we're also going to have Young Link in there. Other than that, pretty much the same as Season 0 promo here is who's going to be fighting in that. And from now on, basically, I don't know if we'll ever add any more into that. Maybe a little bit here and there. Who knows what we'll exactly do, but that might end up being what the Shorts League stays as. And Roy and Young Link making their way in just kind of by default, because they had to. They seem like the best choices. Not quite Echoes, and were slightly older characters as well. Link losing his second stock here. This is not good for him. Chrom is on a huge rally right now. 2 stock knocked off of Link. 69 on his second stock. 40 on Link's last already. Chrom, another Super Mushroom, followed by another Super Mushroom. And that is definitely a way you can win. Ooh, man, Link just barely avoiding the knockout there, I bet you. Chrom doing everything he can. Not quite going to get it, though. Wow. What a match this one is. 2 relatively heavy hitters. They both got swords. Swords tend to do a lot of damage. Launch well. Both about the same size. Oh, Link really needs to get a knockout or he's just done here. Poison Mushroom on Chrom, and it's still not going to be enough for him. Supersized Mushroom now on Chrom should finish this off. He gets 1 hit, and there it is. Link. Wow. I can't believe a Link now dropping to 6-5. Maybe it is just like last season. It's looking like he was just 5-4. He's kind of just staying up there, just at that in that top 8. So it's back and forth, I guess. And Chrom is trying to work his way in. He was number 9 at one point. He may have at one time, maybe early on, kind of arbitrarily been up there. No, he wasn't. He was actually more toward the bottom most of the season, working his way up here recently. So a great win for him to go to 500, 5-5. That was his halfway point. Link now 6-5, just a little ahead. All right, Chrom already shaking things up in the top of this division today. Now we've got the Me Gunner at 7-3. Got Corrin at 4-5. So a little tougher, 7-3 rather than the 6-4 Link on the Gunner here. But who knows? Another 4-5 up. 2 of them already won. Bowser Jr. won. Mega Man still has yet to go at 5-5. Bayonetta at 5-5 lost. Things are definitely interesting. Wolf at 5-4 has yet to go. Yeah, things are not too solid yet. Corrin's already lost a life here, so that's not a great way to start things against one of the best. Number 4, in fact, right now. But yeah, I would say those top 4 are the most solid right now in the division. 7+ wins seems to be a little bit of a difference there, but then again, there's the 6-3, now 7-3 Piranha Plant. Kind of count him in. Link now 6-5 though is now making that a little more distinct. Maybe I should say the top 5, not the top 4. Count Piranha Plant in there. Corrin trying to come back, but yeah, it's not looking good at all. 105 already on his second. 87.95 on Gunner's first. Super Mushroom also on him. Poison Mushroom knocks him to medium size. And another knockout for Gunner. 102, first stock. It's looking like another big... Oh, Gunner just jumps off the map there. Trying to avoid, I guess, Corrin's Super Mushroom. Just avoids it by losing the stock completely. Okay. Really what I would have done, but who am I to say? No, that was a bad decision is what that was. 5% on Gunner. Corrin, though, last stock 28%. Gunner 2 left. Still doesn't really have to worry at all. But Poison Mushroom, another nice strike. If that happens one more time, he could lose his stock. Corrin gets that Super Mushroom instead of me, Gunner. Oh no. 69 on Gunner, getting the attacks off though. Poison Mushroom now on him. However, Corrin still cannot capitalize. Oh, there it is, another Super Mushroom. Still doesn't get the launch though. 84 on Gunner, needs it. There it is. Hello. And there we have 1-1. 69 now, 81 though on Corrin. Slightly falling out of range. And then Corrin up B's into the bottom of the stage. And me Gunner wins. That's a way to do it, I guess. The way we want to see it happen, but whatever, I guess. Me Gunner is going to go on to 8-3. Looking great right now. I mean, almost a shoo-in for the playoffs, I'd say at this point, but not quite. Can't quite count him in yet, or anyone else. Dedede, although at 10-0, is kind of probably getting very close there. Corrin, unfortunately, is going to drop to 4-6. Still okay though, especially again in this division. That'll do. But you probably don't want to drop too many more there, Corrin. With the 6 losses, that's you don't want to get too much farther than that. Right now, we got as second to last match, of course, we got a great one. 5-5 Mega Man number 9 can move into the top 8 because of Bayonetta number 8's loss at 5-5. As a junior 1, it's kind of, I don't think either of them they didn't play each other yet, but he is above him, just again arbitrarily above him based on where they were earlier in the season. So again, because Bowser Jr. has been making a run from the bottom, Mega Man's just kind of been up there, up and down. Actually slightly up earlier. I think he was in the top 8. Maybe, oh yeah, I guess it was really just in the very beginning, which didn't really count. He was 2-0, so there was that 2-0, where he went 2-1, 2-2, and then 2-3, 2-4, and then he was 3-4, 4-4, and now he's 4-5, and 5-5. So actually 5-4, and then lost last match. If you want to know all that, now you do. Wolf, by the way, last season really good, 13-7, and he's doing basically as well, maybe not as well, 5-4 now. Just a half a match ahead of Mega Man. Lost his last match as well. Also lost his first round of the playoffs last season, unfortunately, to Pichu. So didn't do anything there. Even after being 3rd place and probably, again, Green Division toughest one here. 3rd place behind Bowser, best in the league, 13-7. Dedede, I guess, tied for 3rd at 14-6 with a few others. Two stock each right now. Wolf with a very small lead, but Mega Man pulls the Super Mushroom here, 87-34. And Mega Man get some damage in here. No, not with the Super Mushroom at least. Oh no, Wolf misses the head jump and he goes down instead. Mega Man takes the stock lead now with 142% on that second. Now Wolf needs to just get an actual knockout. You don't do that whenever you have the huge percent advantage. You don't do that. Wolf, come on. It's not how you won last season, was it? Now you're back to even. 11 on Wolf. Regular size again for him, he was supersized. Mega Man's now supersized. Blocks that from falling on Wolf, it looked like. Poison Mushroom on Wolf, that could almost do it there. With a couple big hits. No. Not gonna happen. Wow, this was a quick one too, but it's close. Wolf should really have a bigger lead here. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So watch out for that up B. It will catch it and knock you out cold. We've got the blade. Wolf throws it, misses Mega Man with it. 31 to 54 now, Mega Man's favor, 31-69. Oh. Poison Mushroom for Wolf. Could that be his demise? Is Mega Man moving up in the world here to 6 and 5? The Wolf then moved to 5 and 5. Who knows about either of these two? That is like the top of the question mark, the top of the mystery, where they will all end up. The 5s, the 4s. So I mean, they're really going into this. There's rank 7 Wolf to rank 15 Little Mac, 5 or 4 wins there. Two of them here. Again at 5. Mega Man probably would make it into the, he would be top 8. But no. Wolf says, nay, sir. It is my spot. I will stay here. Thank you very much. 6 and 4 now. Barely scraping away with that one. Clawing his way to victory against Mega Man there. But still okay for the 5 and 6 Mega Man. He'll still be alright. But here we go with the best of them. 9 and 1 Kazuya, 2nd place. 7 and 2 Bowser, 3rd place. But don't forget that he was 17 and 3 last season, and he was the very best in the league. Although, when it came playoff time, of course he had a bye. He then beat the Ice Climbers in an easy one. But then, he lost to Lucas. So only making it to the quarterfinal, no farther. Kazuya now new to the league. In a great spot, but hey, you still got to fight Bowser. 64 right now. It's a huge lead for him, 70 to 142. The supersized Bowser, he doesn't do much, unfortunately for him. Good for Kazuya, 88 to 152. Knockout possible on either side, 171 on Bowser. That the size of him is basically keeping him on right now. He does get that first knockout. Wow. 188 though, easily knockoutable by Kazuya. Kazuya's only lost 1 match. Who was it to, you may ask yourself? Link. Not who you might expect. Bowser here though, a little more understandable. Kazuya, nice knockout there, poisoned Bowser with a punch of percent. 49 on Kazuya. This is still just fine. Oh no, they both, no, wow, Bowser couldn't make it back. That was, I can't believe it. This is crazy. Bowser just not really through the match, but kind of. Kazuya's to win for sure now, 87 on him. He's got a super mushroom at the moment, so causing trouble for Bowser even more. And that's about game right there, I think. 103 to 78 on Bowser already. That's going to do it, I believe. Incredible. Incredible. I mean, this was definitely, without that, anyone's match for sure. Kazuya almost didn't make it back himself. That was probably about a centimeter away. Bowser doing what he can, but 124 is a lot of percent to have on you already. So it's looking like it's probably over for the big Koopa, and he's going to fall to 7 and 3. Not a place that he's used to being. 3 losses already. That's all he had last season. Oh man, he has a big mushroom and 40% on Kazuya. He was so close to getting that win right there. 50% on Kazuya, 135 on Bowser. I shouldn't be counting him out just yet because Kazuya is trying to set himself up for failure here. A super mushroom for Bowser again, 77 on Kazuya. You gotta be kidding me right now. He did set himself up for failure. Bowser rallying back for the win. I cannot believe it. Kazuya, what are you doing, bro? The slow clap. That's a 9-2 Kazuya, and that is an 8-2 Bowser. So still remaining where they are in the division record-wise or standings-wise. But having that loss, oh man, Bowser's right behind you. And now he's itching for that second place spot. And that would make it number 1 and number 2 Bowser and Dedede again, just like last season. And Bowser will then want to take Dedede down, even though, again, Dedede and him have already had their matchup and Dedede won, or else he wouldn't be undefeated still. But what a crazy set this was. Let's see where everyone ended up. All right, as always, nearly probably every single set for every division from now on is probably going to be very telling and start changing a lot of things playoff-wise, at least for the next like quarter of the season, you know, the next 5 or 6, maybe 7 sets as we get to the end. And by the end, you know, maybe a few sets before the end, some will be decided, but much will still have yet to be decided, as it is now. After 11, we got Mewtwo defeating Little Mac, Bowser Jr. defeating Lucina, Luigi defeating Villager, Piranha beating Toon Link, Shulk beating Bayonetta, and Sheik beating Diddy. Chrom over Link, Me Gunner over Corrin. We had Wolf over Mega Man, and Bowser defeating Kazuya at the end there in a great one. Both of them are okay though. Dedede on his bye, still at the very top after 11. He's 10-0. And again, they're still separated at the very top. Top 5 remain where they are. Dedede 10-0, Kazuya 9-2, Bowser 8-2, Gunner 8-3, and Piranha 7-3. We got Wolf now at 6-4. Link is 6-5, still in that top 8. Just dropped 1 spot. He and Wolf actually just flipped. And Bayonetta is out of number 8, and guess who's in? Bowser Jr. 6-5 with Link. Definitely in the top 8 now. Nobody else can be there, but Link did beat him actually in set number 2. So he is number 8. Link is number 7. Those spots are all where they should be in that top 8 there. And then we got 5 and 5s, Chrom and Mewtwo. Then Bayonetta and Mega Man 5 and 6. Shulk, Corrin, Luigi are 4 and 6. And then Villager and Mega Man are 4 and 7. Shulk had beaten Corrin, by the way, and Villager beat Little Mac there. I meant Villager and Little Mac are 4 and 7, not Mega Man. He's up there at 5 and 6. Little Mac's 4 and 7. Lucina's 3 and 7. Toon Link is 3 and 8. Sheik now is 2 and 8. She's been at the bottom spot ever since Bowser Jr. started winning. And now finally Diddy at the bottom, 2 and 9 after Sheik beat him. That's where everything stands. Still crazy though here. We have 6 wins at number 6 at Wolf, 6-4, and 4 wins down at number 17, Little Mac, 4 and 7. So basically, 2.5 wins separate about half of that whole half of the middle. That's insane. So another telling one to come for this division. And of course, taking a quick look at the playoff picture here, 13 go. And so after everything we had, it was a little easier to tell before. Corrin was the last one in. All the 4 and 5s made it. 4 and 6 wouldn't do it for you. But this is a little different now. The first 3 get buys. And again, it's interesting that the top 5 of the next 10 to go, the top 5 of those are in the top 8, and the bottom 5 of those are not. So those would be the bottom 5 would be the ones moving next season, some of them at least, except for the bottom 2 that don't make the playoffs. And then the top 5 are the ones that would be staying. So it's kind of a favorites stay, and the underdogs are leaving. But who knows who's going to win in the playoffs come playoff time? Doesn't change anything for moving or not moving, but it could make you feel a lot better if you are moving to do really well in the playoffs before you do so. Anyway, we have at the very bottom there, interestingly enough, Shulk now taking that very last spot, and it would probably be that way, barring whatever would happen with Luigi also down there at 4 and 6. But Shulk beating Corrin would knock Corrin out of that last spot, and he would take it for himself, which is pretty cool. But that's how close it is. Look, 4 and 6 is the last spot in. Got 2 other 4 and 6s and 2 4 and 7s and a 3 and 7. That's nuts. That basically everyone's still in. Even Toon Link at 3 and 8 still kind of in. And if that's the case, Sheik at 2 and 8 is still also in with just a bye or one game behind that 3 and 8 Toon Link. Just nuts. So right now we would have Dedede obviously by number 1, Kazuya number 2, and Bowser number 3, and it would be that way because that's where they actually are right now. Of course, when come playoff time at the end of the regular season, everyone's going to have the same amount of games played, so we won't have these half game differences anymore. They will be head-to-head matchups will be determining a lot more at that point. But right now we're halfway through buys. We still have half of them to go. It'll be me Gunner taking on Shulk, Piranha Plant versus Mega Man. This is if things were to end right now. Gunner would have Shulk, Piranha Plant would have Mega Man, Wolf would be taking on Bayonetta. Did that just happen? Is that the one? No. And then Link would be taking on Mewtwo, and then finally we'd have Bowser Jr. up against Chrom. Can't believe he's made it to 6 and 5 after 0 and 4. He's now 6 and 5. Crazy. But anyway, what do we have coming up next before these guys have their next one? We're going to see the blue set 11. Pacman taking on Sora to begin things. Palutena versus Rob. Inkling versus Pichu. Captain Falcon up against Fox. Rosalina and Luma versus Steve. Lucas against Ken. Cloud against Wario. Meta Knight versus Snake and an old school green there. Banjo and Kazuya taking on Roy. And finally Ness versus Ganondorf. Falco's on a bye for them. And here, in their set 11, set 12 that is, to come, we've got the 4 and 6 Shulk just making the playoffs, it looks like right now. Taking on 6 and 5 Bowser Jr. Super climbing now. Chrom, 5 and 5. Up against the Villager, who's fallen now at 4 and 7. Luigi, 4 and 6. Taking on Toon Link, maybe a little easier for him, 3 and 8, but he needs a win. Lucina then 3 and 7. Up against the 4 and 7 Little Mac. Then we got Sheik at 2 and 8. Has to take on the Me Gunner at 8 and 3. And then Mewtwo is 5 and 5. He's got Diddy at 2 and 9. And our final 4, Corrin, 4 and 6, up against the 9 and 2 Kazuya. Tough one for Corrin to try to get it back into the playoffs, I guess I should say. And then we got Wolf at 6 and 4 versus Bayonetta at 5 and 6, trying to make her way back up in the division. Then Bowser, 8 and 2, is taking on 6 and 5 Link. And finally King Dedede, 10 and 0, up against that 7 and 3 number 5 Piranha Plant. Can Piranha Plant hold out? I don't know. Or will Dedede continue this win streak, this undefeated win streak? Mega Man is on a bye right in the middle, 5 and 6. That's that, guys. Hope to see you for those next ones. Let me know who you think is going to win. Like and subscribe. Check out everything else on the channel. Streams, videos, whatnot. All kinds of stuff. Streaming 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday through Saturday, except Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me know which time you'd like more in the community tab, or doing a poll. So let me know. For now, I'm Randy with Nerds Templar in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. Peace.